an idea or plan.
Correct, Nazik. That's absolutely correct. Well done. So when you come up with something, you are creating a plan or an idea. Okay, very good. So there's E. Very nice. Okay, number 6. Resentment.
Age, dissatisfaction.
Okay, correct. Thanks, Irina. Yes, it's dissatisfaction.
Yes.
Bad feelings. Yeah, that's resentment, eh? Bad feelings, dissatisfaction. Very good. Okay, number 7. To be perceived.
Seen. To be seen.
Yes, correct, Irina. That's number F, the alphabet F. So when you are seen or understood in a certain way, it's when you are perceived, when you perceive something, okay? You see something in a certain way. All right,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Number 8, last one.
To take action.
G. To have the
Yes.
ability to take action without someone
Yes.
telling you what to do next.
Absolutely. Thanks, Loredana. So 8G. All right, very good. Okay, great. So everyone's clear with their meanings, eh? Do you have any questions so far? Are you all clear there? Okay, good.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you
Yes.
repeat the correct pronunciation number 4?
It's hierarchy.
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 Okay, thanks.
Hierarchy. Okay, wonderful. Thanks, guys. Okay, so remember when we read now, read nice and clear so that everyone can hear you reading nice and clearly. Okay, don't go too fast. Okay. All right. So who wants to read the first paragraph for us? Mary, would you like to read it or?
Yes, of course.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Reading text, cultural expectations and leadership. Gabriela worked for a multinational company as a successful project manager in Brazil and was transferred to manage a team in Sweden. She was excited about her new role, but soon realized that managing her new team would be a challenge.
Thank you so much. Okay, Nimat, do you want to go for the next one, Nimat?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Despite their friendliness, Gabriela didn't feel respected as a leader. Her new staff would question her proposals openly in meetings, and when she gave them instructions on how to carry out a task, they would often go about it in their own way without checking with her. When she announced her decisions on the project, they would continue giving their opinions as if it was still up for discussion.
Very good, very good. Okay, Loredana, next one.
After weeks of frustration, Gabriela emailed her Swedish manager about the issues she was facing with her team. Her manager simply asked her if she felt her team was still performing and what she thought would help her better collaborate with her team's members. Gabriela found her manager vague, didn't feel as he was managing the situation satisfactorily.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Loredana.
Thanks, teacher.
Awesome. Nazik, can you do the next one for us?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What Gabriella was experiencing was her
Sorry, we can't hear you.
cultural clash in expectations. She was used to higher. Excuse me, do you hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you. Thank you.
Hello?
Hierarchical.
Okay, so this word,
Oh, shame. I think she's gone. Nazik? Oh, shame. I don't know what happened, but she's gone. Anas, hi, welcome.
Hi, teacher Stella. How are you? How's
Hi,
it going?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm going well. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining today. Would you like to read, Shame? I think Nazik got cut off there, unfortunately.
Okay,
But can you read for us? Thank you
let's
so
move
much.
forward. Thank you. What Gabriella was experiencing was a cultural clash in expectations. She was used a more hierarchical framework where the team leader and manager took control and gave the specific instructions on how things were to be done. This more directive management style worked well for her and her team in Brazil, but didn't transfer well to her new team in Sweden, who were more used in a flatter hierarchy.
Are you sleeping?
What are you?
Hello. How are you?
I have a meeting.
Oh, no, come on, don't say that.
Can you see my screen?
I think I just want to ask to mute. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Anas, can you carry on?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Who were more used to the flatter hierarchy where decision making. The heck? Where am I? Oh, okay. Flatter hierarchy where decision making was more democratic. When
Yes.
Gabriella took the issue to her Swedish manager rather than stepping in with directions about what to do, her manager took on her in the role of coach and focused on getting her to come up with her own solutions instead.
Very nice. Thank you, Anas. Okay. So far we can see that Gabriella is having some trouble with the team that she's working with currently, okay? And they obviously have different cultural expectations, okay? She came in with a more pushy approach where she gives them instruction and they must listen, but they are not actually used to being managed that way. So it was causing a little bit of, there was a little bit of a tension there because they weren't really responding well to her management style. Okay, so let's
hello,
carry on.
teacher Stella.
Hi, you're back, you're back. Hi, Nazik.
Yeah.
Are you back?
Sorry,
Welcome.
I just had some like internet issues, and that's why
No problem. It happens all the time. We have to get used to the internet issues, eh, Nazik? It's no problem. I'm glad you're back. Do you want to read for us? We're here now on this section where it says Dutch social psychologist. Can you read for us, Nazik? Are you there?
Okay, next, yeah.
Yeah, can you read for us? Thank you. We're
Okay,
here about
Dutch social.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Dutch social psychologist Dieter Hofstede uses the concept of power distance to describe how power is distributed and how hierarchy is perceived in different cultures. In her previous work environment, Gabriella was used to a high power distance culture where power and authority are respected and everyone has their rightful place in such culture. Leaders leaders make the big decisions and are not often challenged. Her Swedish team, however, was used to working in a low power distance culture where subordinates often work together with their bosses to find solutions and make decisions. Here, leaders act as coaches or mentors who encourage independent throughout and expect to be challenged.
Awesome. Good
Okay,
reading there. Thank you so much. Okay, so this word over here, subordinates. All right. I just want to highlight it.
okay,
Subordinates are the workers. Okay, these are the workers in the office. So this is actually talking about how the workers work
uh-huh,
together with their bosses and they make decisions
mhm,
together. Okay, very nice reading. Thank you. Okay, so Anas, can you tackle the next one for us?
thank you.
When Gabriella became aware of the cultural differences between her and her team, she took the initiative to have an open conversation with them about their feelings about her leadership. Pleased to be asked for their thoughts. Gabriella's team openly expressed that they were not used to being told what to do. They enjoyed having more room for initiative and creative freedom. When she told her team exactly what she needed them to do, they felt that she didn't trust them to do their job well. They realized that the Gabriella was taking it personally when they tried to challenge or make changes to her decisions, and were able to explain that it was how they'd always worked.
Very good. Thank you, Anas. So there she realized there are those cultural differences between her and her team. So she spoke to them, spoke about her feelings, about her leadership, and the team opened up to her and they explained to her how they do things in their country. See? So that cultural difference was able to be resolved because they came together and they spoke about their differences. They spoke about what they expect from each other. Okay, so it's nice to see how they came together and eventually solved their cultural differences. All right, it's wonderful that different cultures are working together, but sometimes we have challenges, eh? So, as we can see with Gabriella, she had this challenge where her way of managing people, it just wasn't working. So she had to figure out another way. Okay, thanks very much. The last little paragraph there, Loredana, would you like to read it for us? This is our last one.
Yes, with a better understanding of the underlying reason behind each other's behavior, Gabriela and her team were able to adapt their way of working. Gabriela was then able to make adjustments to her management style so as to better fit the expectations of her team and more effectively motivate her team to achieve their goals.
Absolutely, hey, Loredana. So there she showed how she was going to have to realize that she must fit into their expectations as well. It's not just about what she said. She had to work with her team. Okay. Are there any questions so far? Do you all understand so far what the story is about? Any questions? All right, because we're going to ask a couple of questions now. So let's see. Okay. Let's ask some questions. So basically what Gabriella was able to do in the end, she was able to resolve her issues with her team. And I liked the way her manager helped her. He coached her. And he basically left Gabriella to make her own decisions and to try and solve it on her own. So the manager was sort of in the background, coaching her and guiding her and helping her to get to know her team. So that was very important, for her as a manager to get to know her team. Very important. Okay, awesome, everyone. So let's move on to our task. Number 1, Gabriella's management style worked well with her team in Brazil, but not with her team in Sweden. Is that true or false?
It's true. True.
It's true, true. Yes, it's true. Because she had a certain way that she was working in Brazil, and it did work for a time. But now she had a different type of, you see, Sweden, different type of culture. Totally different work culture that she had to adapt to, eh? Okay, well done there. So number 2, Gabriella's team questioned her proposals and her decisions because they didn't trust or respect her.
I think it's true.
Maybe false.
Yeah, I
It's
think
For me, it's false.
False.
is it? I also think that's false because it's not that they didn't trust her. What was the issue?
Don't
It
accept
wasn't.
her behavior. Her behavior.
Yes,
Behavior
it was.
and culture
The
different.
culture
Yes,
differences only.
yes. So her management style.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so good. Yeah, so that is actually false because I think they did respect her, but there was definitely a cultural difference. The way she approached them, that was very sort of, they felt a little bit offensive. They felt like offended. Okay. So yes, that's false. Good. Number 3, Gabriella was satisfied with her Swedish manager's way of dealing with her problem. Initially, when she went to her manager and she explained to him that she's having a bit of a hard time, her team isn't responding. What did her manager do? Anas?
I think it was true. I think
False.
It's false,
because
yes.
at the
False.
end,
False.
You were saying Anas?
I see there is she admitted her responsibility, and at the end figure out the problem of the style, and she tried to tailor it based on the situation. I think it's true because uh, she was satisfied with the ending of the story.
She was satisfied with the result in the end, but
Yeah.
when she went to her manager in the beginning, she felt like he wasn't listening to her. She felt like he wasn't responding to her initially in the beginning. Remember when she said she wasn't really happy with the way he was dealing with her? She said he wasn't. Where's that paragraph where it said she wasn't getting, she found her manager vague in the beginning? Do you
Yes.
remember that? Yeah, he was a bit vague in the beginning, but obviously he had a reason why he was doing that, because what he was trying to do is to encourage her to actually do this on her own so that she can manage her team in her way. He was just guiding her. Okay, very good. All right, so we're on number 4. Gabriella found it helpful to talk openly with her team about the differences in their expectations.
Yes, it is true.
Now,
Also,
yes.
for me, it's true.
Yes, thanks, Loredana. Are you all on true? You all agree?
Yes.
True, eh?
Yeah,
Very
because
good.
she find yeah, she sent a letter to, I think, to director, and then she find helpful from that side, and then her team make your team different.
Yes, yes. So open conversation with her team made a difference, eh? Hi, Francisco, welcome.
Open
Hi.
conversation with your team. It makes a difference, a big difference.
It does, eh? Absolutely. Thank you for that. Communication, eh? All she had to do was just get them to talk, and she could hear what they felt, what their issues were. So there was a nice two-way communication, and that's how they managed to resolve their cultural issues, eh? Thanks very much. Good answer there. Okay, number 5. Gabriella faced a problem with her Swedish team because her management style was old-fashioned and wrong for the modern world.
It's true.
False.
True.
False.
False.
It is false.
Of
Okay,
course
tell me
it's true.
why.
It is false. Not
It's not
about
because
the
it's
modern world,
old-fashioned,
but
it's
this
because
problem with
cultural
culture.
differences.
Sorry, can you, who was speaking? I didn't hear now. Nimat?
May I?
Nimat, yes?
Yes, it's because the cultural differences.
Yeah, once again, it was because of the way she managed when she was in Brazil. She thought she was going to do that same style and that it would be appreciated, which it wasn't. Hey, we saw no, the team works extremely differently in Sweden. So yes, once again, a cultural difference, which is fine. I mean, it's wonderful that different cultures work together. It's awesome. But there are sometimes we have to try and figure out the glitches, hey? Okay, so number 6, last one. The author believes that people from high power distance cultures and low power distance cultures should never work together. True or false?
False.
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 False. Good. Tell me why you say it's false. Mary?
May I?
Yes.
Okay, here the manager had a problem with old-fashioned and modern fashion, but the most problem was in culture.
Culture. That's right.
That yes, that she had a challenge with culture.
Absolutely. But I mean, I like the way the manager actually handled it because he didn't tell Gabriella what to do. He just coached her. He was just guiding her so that she could figure it out on her own, so that the team and Gabriella can get to know each other. So he didn't want to interfere too much. He stood back a little bit and he gave Gabriella that lead to try and figure it out. Anas?
Yeah, I think it is in the perspective of leadership and
Yes.
management knowledge area. I think there is a team charter that will be team dynamic that will be embraced in the play. We need to broaden our perspective, make it broaden the horizon because there is a culture
Absolutely.
in between, and there is many aspects and factors that we need to put in between and tailor, integrating and alignment as well as engagement with the team, and in a horizontal way or in the vertical way, we need to be dynamic as much as possible.
Absolutely. And be open, like you say, yes. Be open, to change. Absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Well done, everyone. Okay, so we're going to do our task number 2 here. I just want to explain to you. So expectations in a high power distance culture, all right, and expectations in a low power distance culture, all right. So expectations in a high power culture is when power and authority is respected and everyone has their rightful place. Okay, so that's what Gabriella was used to. She was used to, she's the boss. She tells everybody what to do, and everybody has their place, and they get on with it. Okay, that's high power distance culture. If you look at low power distance culture, there's a little bit of a difference here because here the subordinates, the workers, and the managers work together. Okay, so the managers don't tell the staff what to do. They work together as a team to solve the same problem together. All right, so that's the difference. So the high power distance is when the boss tells the staff and everyone listens. Nobody questions the boss. A low power distance culture is when the managers are actually involved within the team and they are coaching and working along with the team. The team is very much allowed to give their opinions, their ideas, whatever solutions they feel will help the team. They're allowed to brainstorm together. All right. So now we're going to put our differences in the box. Okay. So I want you to help me. Can you see from number 1 to 10? All right. These are all the explanations that we have either for high power distance culture or low power distance culture. All right. So you can tell me. Oh, I don't know what that is. You can tell me what you like, what we must put in here. All right. I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go.
We have to say which number we want to put, yeah?
Yes,
Which
yes.
number matches the
So
high and
you can,
low?
yes, so which one matches the high power distance, okay? And which one matches the low power distance? All
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
So let's start with, okay, let's start with the high power distance cultures. I'll just type and you guys can tell me which ones do you think fit in here. You can just give me the number and you read the sentence for me and then I will type it in. Okay, Nazik, we'll start with you.
Number 2.
Okay, let Nazik go and then I'll just put in that one. Okay, just a moment. Which
I
one
think
do you say, Nazik?
1. Number 1. Manager give the team the challenge
Number
to
1.
do.
Yes,
Yes.
number 1. Okay, we can all have a turn, eh? I'll call on you. Okay, Nazik, number 1. The manager,
Yes.
the manager gives the team detailed instructions. All right. Instructions on what to do. Okay, good. That's very good. Francisco, which one's next? So we're talking about, sorry, yes?
Expectation in a big, expectation in a high power distance culture. The manager makes the big decisions.
Yes, number 2, eh? Is that number 2? Yes, number 2. Well done. Okay. So he makes the big decisions and nobody argues with him. Everyone just listens to him. Okay. So that's another one. Good. Loredana, what else? When we're talking about high power distance culture, what else can we put in there?
High power. For
Ye-
me, also number 7, the manager has a lot of control over what happens.
Absolutely. So basically, the manager is telling the staff what to do, and they just have to do what he says. Yes. So number 7, the manager has a lot of control. Good. Over what happens. Let's just put it in there. Will it fit? Let's put it in the next one. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got number 1, 2, and number 7. So there's 2 left. Miri, which one? Can we see 2
I
more
think
options?
number 8.
Number 4.
Number 9. The manager
Number 4.
encourage the team to find their
Sorry.
own solution.
Oh, no, it's not that one. Sorry, Miri.
Number 9.
And somebody also said number 9. Who
No,
said
number 4.
4?
Maybe
Number
number
4.
4.
No. Try again. There's 2 left.
Number 6.
4 and
Sorry, no.
number 6.
Loredana, do you know?
And number 3, team members do not usually challenge the manager.
Yes, yes. They do not usually challenge. Remember that the manager tells them what to do, and they're not allowed to challenge the manager. Okay. So in our story today, that's what was happening. Gabriella was used to telling the staff what to do, and she wasn't used to the more freestyle way of managing. Okay. So
I think
yes,
number
one more.
5. Number 5 as well.
Very good, Anas. Number 5. Very good. So the manager gives.
I was
The
to say
manager gives.
number 5, but I said number 6.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay, cool. So as you can see there, so it's 1, 2, 7, 5, and 3. Absolutely. So let's just read over it again. The manager gives the team detailed instructions on what to do. Okay. So he tells them what to do and they follow. The manager makes the big decisions. Okay. Nobody questions the manager. The manager has a lot of control over what happens. Okay. And then also the team members do not usually challenge the manager. All right. And the manager gives very specific advice to help solve problems. All right. So this is what happens in a power distance culture where the staff basically just do what they are told. They don't question anybody and they just get on with the job. Okay. So now we're going to see quite a big difference in a low power distance culture. All right. So everybody, you can tell me, when you talk about low distance, it gives people have got more free. They feel more free. Loredana?
It's number 4.
Yes.
The manager acts as a guide but encourage input from the team.
Very good. So he acts more as a guide. Very good. Okay, and he encourages his team. Input from the team. Very good. Okay. What else? So there's 1, 2, 3. There's
Number
4
8.
more. Number 8. Okay, let's do number 8 first. I heard Nazik there. Number 8. Read that for me.
So the manager can take the initiative to do things their way.
Yes, very good. The team members, can take the initiative. So we see the big difference here where the team is very involved and they are allowed to give their opinion. Okay, so this is the big difference between the lower and the higher power distance culture. Okay. All right. Thank you. What's the next one?
Number 10.
Yes, number 10. Number 10. Can you read that for me?
Okay. Team members can often challenge the manager.
Absolutely. Thank you, Arajo. Arajo? Am I right? Arajo? I'll get it
Araujo.
right. Arajo. I will get it right. Thank you. Okay, so we can see that in this type of management, the team members are allowed to challenge the manager because they are brainstorming together. See? So nobody feels threatened. Everyone's working as a team. Okay, very good. What else?
So number 6.
Yes, number 6. Very good. Read that for me.
Okay. The manager involves the team in making decisions together.
Very nice. Thank you. Okay, so together they are making decisions. It's not where the boss tells them, this is what we're going to do, and everybody must just listen. Okay, so we are seeing the difference between the two management styles. Okay, anything, what else? What's next?
Number 9.
Number 9. Very good. Thanks, Floridanas. Will you read that for me?
The manager encouraged the team to find their own solution.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. So we've got 4, 8, 10, 6. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, we got everything. All right. Very nice. Okay, so that's the difference here. Okay. So what do you think, if I may ask all of you on your opinion of the difference between high power distance culture and a low distance culture, the low power distance culture? Personally, if you had to choose, sort of which type of culture would you enjoy? Nazik?
I can answer. So, so I would choose a high power distance culture where when I'm like the boss and I can control everything and I make the decisions,
That's a
not
good
someone
one.
else. And the
Okay.
difference with high power distance culture and low power distance culture when there's a one ruler rules everything, and in a low power distance culture there's everyone ruling, so there's a mess when it's in the low power distance culture. They don't know who, who ha- ha- to who we have to listen, so every person making their way, doing like their way, and sometimes
I
can
see.
become a mess.
I see what you're saying. So you would prefer the
Yeah,
more structured environment where there's one person in control and everybody knows what to do. Okay, that's a
yeah.
good point. That's a very good point, Nazik. Francisco, what do you say?
High power distant culture is my favorite one.
Okay, okay. So you agree with Nazik, where there's
Yes,
one person. Mm,
yes, madam.
okay, okay. I'd love to. Who else? Anas, what do you think?
To be honest,
Well,
I'm confused about the terms high power distance culture and low power distance culture, because if I connected it with the term, this is communication context, high communication context and low communication context, then if we are talking about, for example, in one nation, in one country, then it will be low context communication. But if we have different international communication, then it will be um, high level context. But here I don't know what the meaning of high power distance.
Well, let's go back to our story. If we think about Gabriella and how she approached her team with a different culture. Okay, so she came from Brazil and she had a certain way of doing things. Her way was she's the manager, she tells them what to do, and they have to get on with it. Sort of that type of culture. But when she joined the Sweden team, they didn't appreciate that type of management style. They also wanted to have their say. So the difference between the way Gabriella managed her team in Brazil and the way the team in Sweden responded, initially they didn't respond very well. So what we're trying to sort of establish is, are things better with a high power distance culture where there's one boss and everybody just listens? Or do we have a more low power distance culture where everyone tends to have more say in the decisions? So there you see the cultural differences that Gabriella experienced in our story today?
Yes.
Anas, does that
Yeah.
answer your question or not
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, because
so
I see a high power distance culture. It will be a hierarchical system going with the boss, and he will ask everything. He will instruct everything because he need to govern the effective change in the organization or in the system.
yes. But like we learned today, it doesn't always go that well when you approach a group a certain way. So what we learned today, okay, is for sure there are cultural differences throughout the world, which is awesome. So many people work together from different worlds, from different places in the world, which is fantastic. But we also have to respect our cultural differences. And as we learned with Gabriella today, she had to try and resolve the differences and by getting her team to talk about it, have open conversation, work together. So cultural differences are very much, we are able to work past it. We can sort it out. Even though we're working in different countries, cultural differences can be solved. Loredana?
I think for me, my idea is about a low power distance culture, because in the first type, IX power distance, for me is more social satisfaction, leadership style, and while in the low power distance is more equality, and my leadership is is not my manager, but it's like a team. It's more
Yes.
collaborative. For me, it's a better in my case, obviously. My
Yes,
idea.
I know what you're saying. So you prefer the more team effort where everyone gets to give their input. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Francisco?
Teacher Stella, is there any place to find this English lesson?
Yes, this is from the British Council. Okay, I wonder if I can send you the link from here. Can I do this?
Can you share
I
in the
got
group?
this from.
Can you
Yes, I can
share it in
share
the
this.
group?
I can, eh? How do I do them? Just link it. Get the link. Let's do that. Can I do that now? How do I do this? So
No, I think this is in your
try.
computer now. No, this is in your computer. You need to put it in the Google Drive and then you will share it. Here it will share
Okay.
your computer drive. But
Okay.
can you share it in the group? In the London group, in your group, this one.
Sure, I will do that. I can put it on WhatsApp, all right?
Yeah, in
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay, so I'll put this little worksheet on the WhatsApp group, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was actually a very interesting little article, and I thought, it just shows us how we've got so much to learn when it comes to understanding people all over the world, getting to know everyone. And what we've learned today, I don't know if you agree, but we need to be very open to learning, open to getting to know how people learn. People don't always learn the same way that we think, So we have to have an open mind, definitely. Okay, Nazik, what did you want to say?
Yeah, so about the high power, so uh, so like we have a ruler, yeah, government. So he rules everything. He puts the rules, and if so, I imagine what would how was our how would how would our country look like without if we wouldn't have government? It was a it will be a mess, yeah? I surely think.
I
So
agree. I
like a
agree with you.
high power, yeah, high power and low power. So we also have a person who rules everything and puts the rules and we listen to him. And the
Which is
low
true.
power, yeah.
Okay. But now it's true what you say, but let's take it within the context of a work situation. If you take a high-powered situation where, for instance, here they say, for instance, low power, the team members can often challenge the manager. All right. So, like you say, Nazik, if you've got a government and the people are challenging the government, that's in a different context. I think we should think about just in the workplace for now, because government is a whole different game altogether. We obviously need government. Okay, we need government to rule the country. That is true. We need order. That is true. But in a work context, maybe we should be a little bit more open-minded. Anas, what do you think?
Yeah, I see here on top of everything, we need to put the balance, and the balance will be
Balance.
aligns with it will be aligning with growth, because if we have
Yes.
a work growth or we have a maturity level for everything, now we need to put everything in the balance. So if we are in the higher position or in the lower position, we need to be as dynamic as possible based on the situation, based on the context. Otherwise we can ruin it, because I think constructive conflict is inevitable in any organization. But
Yes.
when we go to the destructive way, then this is the problem. When we see someone say no, no, but I say yes without any justification or without any power or without any something, only to as a personal attack or a personal defensive. I think this is the problem. Growth, it will be from openness, when we are open as much as possible to
Yes.
understand each other, because mutual understanding and mutual adaptability, and we need to reflect for the positive thing. We see
Absolutely.
everything in a positive manner, positive horizon. So then we will seize the growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Anas. So that's what it's about, eh? About growth. Yes, I do believe that we do need structure. Structure is good, but in this particular work context, getting to know different cultures, we need to be a little bit more open and willing to compromise, okay, and get to know each other, try and understand each other, because we all come from different cultures, eh? So we learned from Gabriella's example today that it is possible. All right. She came from Brazil with a very fixed idea of how she wanted to rule over the team. Okay. She had that idea set in her mind, but it didn't work. Okay. And in the end, they eventually worked out their differences because they were open. They were open to talking about it. All right. So it's something to think about. Unfortunately, I have run out of time. I mean, we could talk a lot more. I would
Okay,
love to stay on.
let me say,
Enough?
yeah.
Yes,
We call it in the business, a school of thought, because everything like a school, we have a discipline, and this disciplinary, it will be like
absolutely.
a school of thought. We need to learn each situation, each context. Otherwise, we will be in a stagnant way,
Right.
and this will make us fall in the recession without any movement, without any dynamic. So I think this is
Yes,
it.
absolutely. So we have to have be open to growth, okay? And if we're going to be open to growth, we must accept differences. Be accepting of the different cultural differences, because then we grow. Okay, and with growth, obviously comes a lot of benefits, monetary benefits, all sorts of benefits. So we need to be open to growth. Okay. Thanks, everybody. It was an awesome class. Has anybody got any last thoughts before we go? Anything you want to share before we go? Alex, anything you want to share? No? No questions? Nothing? Okay.
No, yeah, it
Thank
was
you,
You're
great.
right.
thank you. Our reading was useful. I learned something new, new vocabulary, new situation about this uh, personage, about this person, and
Yeah,
the
it was
and her experience.
very good. It was an interesting article, eh? Yeah, for
Yes,
sure. Thanks
thank you.
very much. Yeah, for sure. Pleasure, everybody. So yeah, the hour's already over. I'm sorry about the time going so fast, but I appreciate you all. Your participation is so amazing. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. It's so much fun. So next week, okay, today we did reading. So next week we'll do something else. We might do some listening exercises as well. So every week we'll just shake it up a little bit and do something different every week. All right. Okay, Arajo. Arajo. Did I get it right? Arajo. Is that right?
Araújo.
Okay, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to practice. Okay. Thank you for joining my class today. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon or evening, whatever time it is in your country. And we will hopefully see each other next week again. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Stay
you
well,
very
everybody.
much, Teacher Stella. Great
Thank you,
session.
teacher.
Pleasure.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Loredana. Bye, Francisca,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Bye.